Giant.
Hey!
Oh my gosh. We're at Lake Hartwell this week. I've said it since the first time I came here, like 5 or so years ago. It's my favorite lake in the country, so it's just all about the drive, I guess. You know, I'm so competitive. That's what drives me every day on the water. You know, it's just, I know that I have to be one of the hardest workers out there in order to perform at the level that I want to. And I guess that's what drives me to, you know, get out there, you know, the first to be out and the last to get off. It's just that competitiveness that I got in me, and it's just, you know, like I said, I know that I have to work hard. That's one of the key components to perform at the highest level in fishing, is to outwork your competitors. So I guess that's what drives me to, you know, to the sleepless nights and just, you know, just staying out there all day long and trying to stay on top of the competition.
All year long, like nothing has clicked. Like I've really been spinning my wheels, and to you guys' point, like of, you know, just being in a bad mental state, like you allow the little things to become big things, and then whenever you're worried about all that, you miss what you need to be paying attention to, it seems like. This week though, like I feel like finally things are starting to click a little bit, and I feel like we're headed in the right direction, and we're gonna stay positive, keep a good attitude, and we're gonna keep working hard.
It's just all about outworking your competition on a herring lake. You know, I think that's why I like it so much, is it really rewards you for your hard work. If you can hit more spots than your competition, for me, you know, we're gonna be bouncing around like crazy on tournament days, hitting all kinds of water, you know, from one end of the lake to the other, just, you know, burning lots of gas and just putting our bait in front of as many fish as we can. And that's, you know, that's my favorite way to fish. And I think that's why I like this lake so much, is it just really sets up my style, and I can really run and gun like I like to do.
My biggest advice, if I could give anyone, is like, don't stop having fun with it. You know, and it's crazy to say that, but you know, I kind of let that slip away from me a little bit. I quit spending as much time as I normally do on the water, which then led to me not being sharp and not fishing well, which then compounded and led to me not having fun, because now I'm behind the 8 ball, you know, at a certain point, and I'm having to like struggle to get back to where I feel like I should be. So with all that being said, like, just, you know, if I can give anybody any advice, no matter what level you fish at, whether it's high school, you fish for fun, you fish evening tournaments, or you're trying to make the elite series, you know, we all chase this because we enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, there's plenty of other stuff you can go do.
This is just a clay point, as you can see. Okay. It's just a clay point, your classic herring spawn style point. It's just super tapering, as you can see, and it tapers out into the water. And this is the kind of stuff that the herring spawn on, so. But this is what I'm running, this type of stuff, until, I don't know, 9, 10 o'clock. If it stays cloudy like this, it'll extend the herring spawn. So, but this is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking to find as many of these spots as I can. I've said it since the first time I came here, and like 5 or so years ago, it's my favorite lake in the country. So for whatever reason, I just really like it, you know, and we seem to get along, and I just always enjoy my time out here. It's one of the best lakes I've ever been to just go out and get a bite, which is always fun. You know, we've came from 3, I would call, grinder tournaments so far in the elites this year, and you know, just out here, you can expect to catch a bunch of them all throughout the day, which is a good change of pace. And yeah, it's just always a lot of fun out here on Lake Hartwell. I guess for me, it's just all about the drive, I guess. You know, I'm so competitive. That's what drives me every day on the water. You know, it's just, I know that I have to be one of the hardest workers out there in order to perform at the level that I want to. And I guess that's what drives me to, get out there, the first to be out and the last to get off. It's just that competitiveness that I got in me, and it's just, like I said, I know that I have to work hard. That's one of the key components to perform at the highest level in fishing, is to outwork your competitors. So I guess that's what drives me to the sleepless nights and just staying out there all day long and trying to stay on top of the competition.
I fished around here yesterday. There's like 7 million boats around here. I caught one, but I got here kind of late. But I mean, you see boats everywhere. The third day of practice, like, it's gonna go down here. Guys are gonna catch them. But it ain't working. So we're gonna keep the same thing because it's not working. So we'll just keep doing the same thing because that's, what you're supposed to do, I think. I don't know, man. I've ran a bunch of stuff I thought looked good. Caught one bass. I'm looking at a school of 200 of them blowing up over there. That's cool. But I think most of those are stripers. But I think I'm gonna hang around this area a little bit longer and try to figure out how to maybe get some bites in those. And then I'm gonna go back down the lake and expand on the area of the one point that I know that might be decent, even though there's probably a guide boat there with some shiners right now. And that's pretty impressive right there. Probably all striper. But I know I can get better around some docks and stuff, so I'm gonna run a bunch of water shallow and try to find some areas with some good largemouth, and yeah, go from there. So we'll see.
I pulled my bait away from 2 pretty good ones that I think might have bit if I would have let them, I guess. So yeah, I don't want to burn any more big largemouths. The herring spawn fish, those fish there's a lot bigger concentration of them, and those fish are also moving in and out. Like, they're not residential fish, I don't think. Not like these big largemouth are up shallow. So definitely don't want to burn any of these fish. I'm just throwing, like I was throwing a big swim bait around, just trying to pull them out from where they're sitting, just to get a visual on them, not catch them. So hour and a half or so that we've done this, I've seen 3 pretty big ones, 4 to 5 pounders. So definitely promising for sure. Yeah, I caught 2 6-pounders yesterday, so they're definitely around for sure. Just gotta cover enough water and put our bait in front of enough of them, and hopefully get a couple of them to bite. Practice went good. I found some largemouth in the afternoon. It feels like the largemouth might be getting a little more few and far between, but my pattern's still holding true on where I'm finding them. So I still feel like if I run enough of that, the largemouth water, that I'll be able to run into some big ones. So, but the goal is still to get off to a good start on the herring spawn in the morning. I'm about 25, so I feel like I'll be able to get on one of the spots that I hope to. I think I have 5 or 6 spots that have great big ones that are doing it in the morning. So if I can just get on one of those to start and get, a couple of big bites right away, I'll feel good going into the rest of the day. So that's kind of the goal. If I can get off on the right foot pretty early, I think I'll be sitting good going into the rest of the day. So.
Been a lot of tournaments won on this thing here lately. So what's interesting enough is that I won, I think, my first tournament ever on this same KVD finesse worm, 6.5 inch in the Magic Crawler, I believe. Magic Crawl, I think is the name of this color. I used to throw it on Shaky Head all the time in Louisiana, where I grew up. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, I don't know if it was I don't know if I won the first one on it, but I know I won a ton of tournaments around South Louisiana on False River and other little lakes around there throwing this worm on Shaky Head. Easton won the Classic on this worm, but in Redbug. And I think Hackney just won the MPFL event on this finesse worm. I don't know what color he was using, but I did read that he was throwing a Straight King finesse worm. So I'm hoping that this can carry me through the tournament because I don't really have a whole lot else going. I'm going to throw around a caffeine shad and some top water baits on herring points in the morning. Then I'm going to look for spawning fish, skip around a wacky rig around docks, probably try to cover some water with a buzz bait and a plopper. And then if all else fails, I'm going to go out deep and throw this around and try to catch post-spawn spotted bass. So that's the game plan for tomorrow. We'll get all this tied up and we're going to give it hell tomorrow. That's it. Let's not zoom on that.
I dreamt of this, since my childhood, so it's really hard not to just sit out there and take it all in like holy moly, I did it. But yeah, I'm having, the time of my life. I'm fully realized, how lucky I am to be in the position I'm in.
It's all a matter of perspective, honestly, and you have to keep that into perspective, knowing that you did your best and knowing that, because it's fishing, right? Like sometimes things just aren't going to go your way, but you have to maximize and optimize your opportunities to do the best you can. I mean, I don't know, it's a fine line because you want to win, but you have to be realistic about it. I mean, that you're definitely not going to win all of them, that's for sure.
Day one here at Lake Hartwell, 4th stop of the Elite Series season. The weather's nice, the rain's holding off, which I'm super happy about. I think it might hurt my bite a little bit if it starts pouring rain, so hopefully we can just keep overcast like this. This is looking perfect right now, so hopefully we can keep this weather as long as we can. But yeah, I'm super excited.
All it takes is pulling up on the right point at the right time and getting a couple big bites early, and that's going to be key. Could be a fun day of fishing, it really could be. So I'm looking forward to it. And we're going to give it all we got.
A little better. Big one. Look, oh, you got it. Yeah, baby. We're schooling it. 4-pounder. Oh boy, messed up. Let me get in. There's giants here. I got 2 4 or 5 pounders. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Yeah, they were just right behind me. Number 5.
No, it hadn't been a bad morning. I mean, it hadn't been great, but it's been fun catching some fish. Got a limit for 10.5 pounds, so we're off to a start at least. Definitely gonna have to make some key calls throughout the day, but it hadn't been bad. Could definitely be worse. I started out there on them points, you know, and was catching spotted bass pretty easily, really. But I really want to come try to fish on this largemouth stuff before it gets too much pressure, so. Not good, not good. Oh, he's little. He was running right at me and I wasn't sure. Well, something up shallow is gonna start happening pretty quick or I'm gonna have to go back out offshore. Got a couple more pockets I'm gonna run in here, but I felt like when the sun was up, them fish were set up in the back of them pockets in the shade. And I think with the sun being gone, I was hoping to just have them kind of sitting just out from the shade and biting, but I think it's kind of scattered them out down the bank here based off what I'm seeing. Do I know how to catch bass? I gotta get away from the baby bass. I am going back fishing for spotted bass. I mean, I've given this a little bit of time, nothing's really happening. So we're gonna go back out there, try to upgrade a couple times, make our way across the lake, then maybe try the shallow bite again a little bit later. We shall see. But we need to upgrade, need something happening, but it ain't happening back here. I mean, all it takes is one big bite back in here, but I ain't had a bite really yet worth talking about, so let's go get something else a shot.
I hit a pretty big lull, like 3 hours worth. Went 3 hours without a bite or so. Went to a different area of the lake and we kind of landed on them again. So hopefully found some more fish for tomorrow too, because I had to run new water and I definitely left a bunch of fish. So I feel good for tomorrow.
5 fish for Easton Fothergill here today. Looks like another good day. 17 pounds, 6 ounces. He moves into 4th place currently. The beast that is Easton Fothergill, one of his first top 10 on the Bassmaster Elite Series. And boy, that confidence he got at the Bassmaster Classic is paying off. 17-6 sitting in 4th place, and you figured out this Elite Series stuff, huh?
I don't know about that, but no, we're at my favorite lake in the whole country and we're having a lot of fun out there. We had to switch it up today, run a bunch of new water, but right at the end we located some more fish, so I'm excited to get back out there.
Why is this your favorite lake in the whole country?
It's clear water, and I don't know why, because there's herring in here, but it feels like Minnesota to me. So, and it's my style. I get to run and gun, and burn a lot of gas and cover water, which is my favorite thing to do. So, it's a combination of all that.
Working out pretty good. See you back here tomorrow. Keep it rolling. Big 4 time.
Well, cowboy.
What's up?
What's up? How are you, sir? Give me some of that. All right.
Decent day, but not going to be able to relax any tomorrow.
No, everybody was catching those big bags. I had to change the tempo up a little bit. But honestly, I did have a good time out there today other than one serious mishap. Things are finally starting to click a little bit. First time this season. Just got to catch some bigger ones tomorrow.
I know you'll do it.
Yes,
Wish
sir.
you luck. See you back here tomorrow. Let's bring it a 9-time class.
Yeah, I mean, I did. I kind of had fun today. Like I felt like I knew what I needed to look for, but and like I had the bites yet again to have a good day, but just didn't capitalize. And in a tournament like this with the weights this close, I mean, it's hard to come back from that. So, you know, it is what it is though. I did have fun today, you know, because I kind of was able to duplicate a pattern, running around and catch fish. And, you know, I salvaged today, I guess, because whenever I lost that big one, I had 10 pounds. So, you know, I flushed it and went out and caught some more, but we're pretty much behind the 8 ball at this point, and we have to figure out a way to catch a giant bag tomorrow, and it is what it is. Morning.
Yeah, so it's day 2 here at Hartwell. Had a good start yesterday, 17.6. Super happy with it. You know, my goal is between 17 and 19 pounds, so hopefully we can do that again today. You know, some of my fish had left, so I ran new water in the afternoon and located a bunch more new ones. So, and I kind of left a bunch there. I found it right at the end of the day. Really didn't get to pick it apart, so I'm excited to get there midday today, and hopefully we'll land on a couple more. But just like yesterday, I'm hoping to get a couple big ones right away in the morning to get things kick-started early. And yeah, if I can do that, it'll be a good day.
Oh my goodness, that's a good one. He's barely hooked. He has got one daggum hook. Golly, dude, he's not even that big. He looked huge, didn't he? I did too. Did I lose the one I had and catch this one? We got a long way to go. But, oh, I did not mean to do that to you there, little buddy. It's a big one, dude.
There's a pair on bed. I caught the male. The other one, the female's about 5 pounds. So I'm gonna give her a break and come back. I have 5 fish now. 1 really small one, 4 medium ones, I would say. But yeah, really looking for, if I can get like a 5 pound plus bite or so, I'll have roughly what I had yesterday. So, I mean, just, yeah, really looking for 1 big one to finish off the day, and I'll be sitting good. So that's kind of what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to hunt one down. So, but yeah, stay tuned. We'll see you at weigh-in. Yeah, there's just one on bed right there. I checked real quick and actually just caught her not too long ago.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Awesome. What'd you end up with?
I got about 15. So.
Okay. Well, you're going bassing tomorrow, that's for sure.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, and I think when you had what yesterday?
17.
I think you should be, unless they're really sandbagging.
Well, we'll see.
But you never know with these guys.
They sandbagged yesterday, so.
They do, don't they?
Yeah, they always do.
That's not fair of them.
No, I mean, I'm guilty of it too.
Yeah,
so.
of course you are. You just went ahead and won a Bassmaster class.
Here for Dakota Ebare. At 13 pounds, 8 ounces yesterday. 14 pounds even, gives him 27 pounds, 8 ounces. You move into 37th place, and unfortunately going to be a little short this time around, Dakota.
Yeah, man, I think I've missed all 4 cuts now by less than, half a pound. So that's pretty impressive. I don't know that anybody's ever done that 4 times in a row, man. But I'm hustling, I'm trying, I'm working as hard as I possibly can. It's just one of them things, man. My 2 smallest fish, died on me today. I couldn't call them. So all day long I'm fishing for, just trying. But what else can you do, I hate it as bad as anybody else. It cost me $5 grand. But I got a bunch of people I want to thank, Bass Pro Shop, Strike King, Lose. We're filming the Kings of Bass. At least Easton's holding his own on that. So be sure to check that out. My girlfriend Shelby, she's always here to support me. Thank you so much. And I appreciate everybody watching back home. Thank you, guys.
We're heading to Texas next, and I predict a big rally there. 32 pounds and 9 ounces. He moves into 15th place currently, and going to work again tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm super excited to go here. Love this place. It was not easy today. I had to run all new water to pick up those fish. Called twice in the last 20 minutes, so that always feels good. But yeah, can't wait to get back out there.
You're good at those last minute calls. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow.
And I pray for all my homies who carry blickies. Used to take all of my profits, stuff them in dickies. Had a heart to reach the mob, they mobbing with me.
Feeling good this morning. It's always a good feeling when you make day 3 of an Elite Series event. It's my 2nd ever cut. It feels good. Just thinking about a way to get a big bite today. That's what it's going to take, just sliding into the top 10. I need a 4 or 5 pound plus bite. We got some wind this morning for the first time, so hopefully that'll help the herring bite right away. Hopefully I can get on one of my couple spots that's got great big ones on it, and hopefully we can start off with a bang. But if not, I'm just trying to brainstorm ways after that to find a big one, whether it's on bed or just, skipping docks or something. I'm just trying to, brainstorm a way to generate a big bite. So that's kind of what's running through my head right now. And yeah, that's what it's going to take to slide in the top 10. I've had a pretty solid limit each day, a lot of right at 3 pounders, but the first day I had a 5 pounder, which is what separated me. So hopefully we can get, a couple big bites today and yeah, slide into that top 10, but it's gonna be a fun day.
Can I do this for checks to get paid, paving ways out the gate when they run, I find place, we the body too great, don't play safe. Speak on that, keep inside of me, I press, speak on that, keep inside of me, I pray for all my homies who carry blickies. To take all of my profits, stuff them in dickies. Had a heart to reach the mob, they mobbing with me. Send my prayers up to God, light up the city.
Giant.
Look, I got a glimpse of the future, I feel like I'm Raven Simone. All I can see is myself and my family.
Oh my gosh.
I made a fire and put it inside of my bones. I gotta stick to the code. What was the point of the mission if I ain't in it for the souls? Touch my fam, I promise you, you don't want mine. Got a soldier on the front line. Prophet speaking on the
yeah, baby.
God see me, then I don't mind. Can't be missing what I don't find. Say the older bring a new wine. Oh man, so caught up.
That's the one I was looking for, 5 pounder.
And Lucy want my heart, but that don't got a price. I told them that we are, but they don't get it yet. Ay, love inside of me, I pray I speak on that. Speak on that, speak on that. Truth inside of me, I pray I speak on that. Speak on that, speak on that. Truth inside of me, I pray for all my homies who carry blickies. Used to take all of my profits, stuff them in dickies. Had a heart to
I'll take a hand from Seth.
Heck yeah. What's up?
How are you?
I saw you snatch a few right beside us today.
Thank you.
22-year-old Bassmaster Classic champion, weighed in the most weight ever weighed in Classic history, needs 14 pounds even to get inside the cut currently and make his 2nd championship Sunday in a row, his 3rd if you include the Classic. 17 pounds, 5 ounces, rockets all the way to 3rd place.
Yeah.
With 49 pounds of 14 ounces, We may be hanging with Easton Fothergill for the second championship Sunday in a row here on the Bassmaster Elite Series.
I had so much fun today. You know, I ran almost all new water today and just ran into them. Ran same patterns, different part of the lake. So I really hope I get to go back out there. I also found some big ones on the bank that I couldn't get to bite. So maybe they'll be ready tomorrow and some fireworks could happen. We'll see.
Can't wait to watch it go down. Stick around. We'll bring you out with our top 10.
All right, guys, we just did the top 10 ceremony. We're going to go out tomorrow in 7th place. It feels good to make back-to-back championship days in the Elite Series. It's pretty crazy, honestly, but I have no clue what's going to happen tomorrow. I've had no clue what happened the last 3 days, but we're just going to go out and run around like we have, and hopefully if we cover enough water, we'll run into them again. But yeah, it's a thrill to be in the top 10 regardless of where I end up tomorrow. Make the top 10 is very hard to do, and the best thing about tomorrow is there's hardly any stress. You can only follow the 10th, so we'll take some chances tomorrow and, you know, try to get a couple of those key kicker fish to put us in contention for the win. But yeah, super grateful to be in the top 10 and couldn't be more happier. Feeling tired, but I mean, super happy to be here. I think I'm like a little over 5 pounds back, which in a way makes it feel like Pasquotank. That's a steep hill to climb on a lake like Hartwell. Everything's 3 to 4 pounds, it seems like. It's confidence more than anything. Like at first, had a bunch of bad thoughts in my head. You know, the confidence just wasn't there. And, you know, obviously after the Classic, I just feel way more comfortable with, you know, competing against this group of guys. But yeah, in the first couple tournaments, I just had the thought, you know, that these guys are the best in the world, and it just really got to my head, really. And then after the Classic, obviously, it gave me a huge mental and confidence boost, and just been riding that wave ever since. So.
Is it possible to make a charge and take this title here today?
It's definitely possible. It won't be easy, but there is a mid 20-pound bag to be had out here. I had it one day in practice, so it is possible. A lot's changed since then, so hopefully we can get back on top of them today.
All right, our friends from Whataburger are going to offer you some breakfast, and while they give you a little breakfast, I'm going to ask your squad, do you think he's going to get done here?
Do you want one? Yeah! I'll give one to him. Which one? What kind?
A little extra for the end there. Enjoy your chicken biscuits. I want to thank Whataburger for coming out here today. This guy's got some room for Whataburger. My friend JC.
Here we are in this predicament. I've been my time, now I'm sick of that. Pardon me for my big.
It's a good start.
I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. You people don't even know. Don't even know.
It's pretty slow so far, honestly. I'm just running new water, trying to find a concentration of big ones, but it should be biting once I run into some, because, you know, the wind's blowing perfectly, the sun's out. I just gotta find an area that's got good ones on it. I wanted to fish on the other side of the lake, but it's glass calm over there and I could not get them to bite, so. A couple of them up there, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep hunting for, I don't know, 2 or so hours. If nothing happens, we're gonna hit the bank and look for some spawners, so. Got one we can take to the scales, and basically looking for 4 more right now, so. The bass ain't much smaller than the gar, if that tells you anything. Lengthwise. She's right there right now, she's huge. See her? She's about to swim right by you. Look how big she is. She's massive. There's at least 4 on the bed. Yeah. Is it a good sign? I haven't been able to catch them when they're that squirrely. I have another one right over there. That's the same size. That was acting the same way yesterday. She's not catchable. She's about to do a drive-by again. She is huge. Look at that thing. Her back is that wide. I went back to that giant on bed. Did you see it live? Did they show it? I get back, the male's locked on, the female's on the edge of the bed, just watching the male work my bait every single time I flip. Lose the male, like I jump her off, or him off, and they both leave.
Dang.
Like if I would've got the male on the boat, I bet she would bit. She was 6 to 8 pounds.
Did you see it like that first time? Like I noticed like the cameraman was like pointing down at it.
He would do a drive-by by boat every time. My camera guy was like, oh my God. She was huge.
I know. There's a 6, a 7, and an 8?
A 6 and an 8, and 2 males on that bed, one bed.
From Minnesota, the Beaston that is Easton Fothergill! 6111, gonna weigh that one for Phoenix Boats, a big bass of the day. Not gonna take it over for the tournament, which is 715, but that one 312, gonna take it over for the day. But Easton, we've talked about it, man, what a heater you are on. You know, we talk about momentum. You win the biggest event there is to win in fishing, the Super Bowl of Bass Fishing, the Bassmaster Classic. And you have made every championship Sunday since then, and I love hanging out with you on Sundays.
I do too, Dave. I really like hanging out with you. No, it was a great week. Fished the way I like, covered water. You know, burned almost all the gas out of my boat every day. Went shallow, deep, just doing whatever popped in my mind. And that's the way I love to fish, and that's the way this lake usually sets up. So, caught them all in the herring spawn in the morning, throwing a variety of different herring baits. Giant. Oh my gosh. And then from there, we went to the bank, caught a mixture of bass on bed and then fry garters, just covering water, and yeah, ran new water almost every day and just caught whatever was in front of me. You know, I was thinking back a lot today. You know, the first, second year of college, I came here during the herring spawn and it kicked my butt. Like, I did not know what I was doing, so I went back to school at Montevallo and I was just like grilling the guys that are from here that are on the team. Just like, you know, like, what am I missing, that sort of thing, and they taught me some things. And then, you know, junior, senior year, we kept coming back here and I was able to learn more and more. And, you know, that's the reason why I had the success, the stuff that I learned in college fishing. And, you know, that plays in every lake we go to. So definitely college fishing. If you kids are out there, you want to do this, don't skip college fishing for sure.
It's worked out pretty good for you, and it is an inspiration to watch what you're doing. I'll let them loaner you.
It's the end of the road for me and Kings of Bass. I want to, you know, just say that I appreciate everybody watching and following me along through Kings of Bass over the last season and a half. Unfortunately, this is probably the end of the road for me and Kings of Bass for now. I've been on the struggle bus, so we're going to focus on fishing, trying to get the train headed in the right direction, I guess. And just enjoy these last few Elite Series events that we have. Focus on trying to be successful on the water. And yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I appreciate everyone following along over the last several events this year and last year during the Opens. It's been a lot of fun, and appreciate all of the support. Thank you, guys.